Eyes Wide Open by Taylor Swift. This is kind of arranging this for one guitar. So we're going to put our first finger on G on the 4th string at the 5th fret, which is the same note as your 3rd string open. And then we're going to place our pinky on the 2nd string, 8th fret G. And the intro goes 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and you play that 4 times. So we get 4 times. Then you switch your first finger from G to 7th fret, 4th string, 7th fret A. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and then we go to our 2nd finger. Pinky stays on G. 2nd finger goes to 5th string, 7th fret E. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and then we come up here to 6th string, 8th fret C. And we make an F shape right here. So we've got this C major chord, and we do C and C together, 4th and 6th string together. And then we do G on the 2nd string, 8th fret, and we hit open 3rd string, back to the 4th string C. So we get this. The next section that starts in is this, there's this electric guitar riff that comes along, and it goes like this. But it does it against 4 different chords: G, D over F sharp, E minor, and C. So what we're going to do here is we're going to try to do this. We're going to go 1, up, 4. Then we're going to do those same notes: D, E, G, D, A. So we're going to go. Then we're going to go to D over F sharp. Here's your D chord. We're just going to put F sharp in the bass, and we're going to go E minor, C. Then we go to verse 1. There's all sorts of guitars that are playing in verse 1. Since this is for one guitar, I'm just going to go 1. Oh, this is a G add 9. So we're playing a G chord plus an A note. And we go 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4 E and D over F sharp. 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4 E and E sus 4. It's an E chord plus your pinky on the A note on the 3rd string. 1 and 2 and 3 E, 4 E and C6, which looks like this. It's an A minor over C. 1, 2 and 3 E and 4 E and we go back to the G add 9. 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4 E and D over F sharp. 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4 E and E sus 4. 1 and 3 E and 4 E and C6. 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4 E and then we go to a D chord. It's this little kind of musical interlude for one measure, and they're going F sharp D A, F sharp D A. It's just this over and over again. So it strings 1, 2, 3. So it's 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and then we get to our chorus, which goes 1 E and 2 and 4. D over F sharp, same strum pattern. 1 E and 2 and 4. E minor, 1 E and 2 and 4. 1 E and 2 and 4. Then we go back to that and 4. C add 9. All right. Then we go to just a measure of G. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and now we're at verse 3 and verse 4. Same as verse 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and a 3 E and a 4 E and D over F sharp. 1 and 2 and a 3 E and a 4 E and E sus4. 1 and 2 and a 3 E and a 4 E and C6. 2 and a 3 E and a 4 E and back to the beginning. G add 9. 1 and a 3 E and a 4 E and D over F sharp. And a 4 E and E sus4 and a 3 E and a 4 E and C6 3 E and then we got that measure of G 3 E and a 4 E and chorus 2 G chord 1 E and a 2 and 4 D over F sharp and 4 1 E and a 2 we're back to that. E minor. Then we're at the bridge, and the bridge I just do is a D chord, 2, 3, 4, E minor, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4, E minor, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4. Then we're back to our lick. And 4, D over F sharp, same lick, D, G, D, E minor, D, A, C. Chorus, so 1 E and a 2 and 4, D over F sharp, and a 2 and 4, 1 E and a 2 and 4, C at 9, 2 and 4, back to the lick.